Hello, my friends, and welcome. Wow, I was only one off my guest. Nice, go me. And welcome to tonight's episode of the Calling Chronicle here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. As always, I'm joined by our cast o' characters, our crew o' friends. We, of course, have playing Calder, the head artist here at Tabletop Rolls, McKenna.
Howdy, y'all.
Back with us this week and continuing to slay it is Monasia playing Lucky.
Hi, everyone.
Then, of course, we have Rosalie, who is playing the card caster Adenia.
Ooh, you activated my trap card.
And you know what? I'm tired of all these snakes. On this snaky stream, we have Zolam, played by Chad.
Yeah, that's me.
I listen. There's no I haven't made airships in this world yet, so I can't make a snakes on the plane joke yet. But one day.
You just did.
I mean, you could.
One day there will be airships in this world, and
You
there
might
will be
as well
a snake
just make
on
it Final
plane.
Fantasy.
But everyone, of course, before we get started with the game proper, a few announcements. Don't forget to check out our many other shows. On Saturdays, we have the Ramen Shop. It's our anime podcast. That will be up either this week or else we'll do another Sprout special if we can't get like a topic we love padded down by tonight. Then, of course, on Sunday, you have me playing some Dragon Age on the channel in the afternoon. Then on Monday night, you have Will and Matt play TCG. I'm yet to win a canon game against Matt. I won last week, but the game was invalid because both of our decks had errors. So there's no longer a canon match. Then on Tuesday, we have Law and Disorder. If you want to see me screaming like a scared little person, well, a bunch of cannibals attack Shy and I. Come and watch us play the forest. I've yet to
You
die.
didn't
Shy has
scream
died.
that much last week.
Sorry, what?
You didn't scream as much as I thought you would last
Well, yes,
week.
because
I feel
really
like
was just like focused in on the base building. I wasn't jumped by any cannibals, but this week that will change because me and Shy are going on a quest to get Shy a katana. Because I thought it'd be wise to give Shy a katana.
Well, I hope you get jumped by
Wise.
lots of cannibals because the few times you did scream and get scared, it was real funny.
Yeah. There's if you want to watch the VOD and see it, there's one literally like right at the start of the stream.
Right at the start.
It gets me. I'm like, if I was a cartoon character, there would have been a smoke cloud. But then on Wednesday,
you would have gotten the little circle legs.
we also have the next episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers, and oh boy, things are getting crazy. Our party will be doing one of two dungeons, and both of them have some crazy mechanics to them. It will be very interesting to see how they deal with cooperation or order.
Or order.
It'll be fun. Cooperation might be puzzle-based. Order might be conveyor belt combat-based. You'll find out. But yeah, and then, of course, next week on Friday, we have the Calling Chronicle, like always. But with that is all of our announcements done for the day. It's time for us to roll that intro and get right into the game.
Games?
6 now, but that is beside the point. Last time on the Calling Chronicle, our party continued their trip on their favorite capitalistic cruise line. After discovering some of the food to be tainted, our party madly rushed to try to figure out the cause of the sickness that was overtaking the ship. It was not anything natural. It was in fact Slaad poles that had infested some of the tuna. Causing a number of people to be sick. They gathered up all the sick folks, put them into a hot tub, which, by the way, you should not do if you are ill. Do not go into a hot tub. That is just sick people soup then.
That was good.
And after creating their bowl of people soup, well, they poured in some bath salts that they had from a past adventure with the ability to cure diseases. Upon which the Sladpoles that had begun to reached a certain level of maturity came out of the sick people's mouths and began to attack the party. And that is where we pick up directly on the map screen right here. As you can see, chat, they are at a lovely poolside on the top of the cruise ship. I'm really proud of this map. To give the players some context.
It's a great map.
Each level is 5 feet lower than the last, and these stone walls here can be swam over, and there's a small waterfall that goes to the next level. It's a very extra hot tub. But as extra hot tubs are wont to do, it is time for us to roll initiative, as the creatures are not happy to be out of their nice host bodies that they were going to turn into Slaads. Oh, wow.
So 17. I see we're all rolling 17s for initiative tonight.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, Rose! I spoke too soon!
How dare you?
Hey, Slaads are not gross. They're frog people. They're alien frog people.
They matter.
Oh, I love Slaads.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
No.
We Okay, Mo, I know you missed last week, but I feel like I need to reiterate that I was very nearly, going to die. If we hadn't...
No, you were just going to become a Slaad. I would have let you have control of yourself.
That's worse. Like you get how that's worse, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so because there's so many different Slaads, Chad, let me know if you can see this. Oh, it's not letting me do it on these ones. It's not letting me do it.
Not letting you do what?
Put the numbers on them like I normally would. Because there's so many of them, we're just going to have you ping the ones. I'm just going to have a different color dot and a different marker be on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Slaad the Impaler. Ooh, that's a good one. They're going to fight that now, Squishy.
Also,
don't do this to us.
I think I should be on top of the piles of 17 because I have the highest dex.
Yes, it is not Pathfinder where the enemy goes first.
I'd wager I would be at the bottom of all the 17s.
Yeah, they have a +2.
Yeah,
The one with the
pile
wrench
of
is an
17.
engineer
That's so
Slaad.
funny.
That one's an alchemist. This one's a cleric. This one is a monk. And this one is a JoJo reference.
Copyright strike.
Now you can reference things like that. It's fine. Alright, so first up is the hearted Slaad Tadpole. The Sladpole, if you will. It's going to swim. It's going to swim. And burst out of the pool, trying to take a bite out of Zolom.
Alright, let's see how that goes.
I don't know. We'll find out very shortly. Take a bite out of Zolom. How does a 17 sound?
No. I mean, sounds good to me because it doesn't hit.
Purple is going to go next. Purple is going to burst out and land next to Adenia. Hey, Adenia. There's a tadpole chomping at your ankles. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Perfect. Can you take 5 points of piercing damage?
I can't.
All right, and then we go to Lucky.
Okay, question. Do I have sneak attack at this moment?
basically on anyone but purple and heart you would. Also, it occurs to me, Lucky, did I message you and tell you to level to 4?
You didn't, but it's okay.
Wow.
I can do that throughout. I can be versatile.
Wait, wouldn't the revert? You'd have sneak attack on these two.
Yes, she would.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like you said you wouldn't on those two, but would on the.
I can't brain right now. But we'll.
Oh, okay.
Well, truly, so I would have sneak attack on everyone but the purple. Is that what you said?
No, you have sneak attack on all of them because they're in melee combat with people.
Gotcha. So my initial instinct would be to go for the one that's attacking Adenia.
That's fair.
That's my
Zolan
friend.
can usually take a fair amount of bites.
Dania
Like
can't
you,
do
Zola.
shit.
But Adenia just got chomped. So
yeah.
he's going to short bow at the one attacking Adenia.
All right.
Does an 18 hit?
Easily.
Okay. That's 9 piercing damage and 11 sneak attack damage. I think that's what that means, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Poople, it is
Beautiful.
rolling the right
Well, that
amount
was a
of
very
9.
good sneak attack roll.
Yeah, and you one-shot this thing.
Get off my friend!
Yeah, it just right through the Slaadpole's head, and it's just oozing onto the deck.
Love it.
Calder.
That's me. All right. Palder is going to say, fuck no. And run all the way over here. I'm going to, like, stand on this beach chair.
Okay.
In the hopes that, like, maybe they can't jump. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely
I'm
were
gonna
able to launch themselves out of the water. And, like, as you're looking at the one, they have, like, tiny little arms and tiny little legs. It's like a very angry axolotl.
Well, I'm sure they can launch themselves out of the water, but when they're on land, I don't know. I'm defending myself the only way me and my 16 hit points know how.
Fair.
So I am going to Hunter's Mark the orange one, and take a shot at advantage.
You are firing at it while it's submerged underwater, so it will be disadvantage.
Well, it hasn't moved yet, so it has
This would be a
a
flat
normal.
roll.
So it'll be a flat
So it's
roll
a
for you.
flat roll.
There you go. You just Laura Bailey'd me.
Certainly did something.
18 hits. Roll your damage.
hit. 11 piercing and 1 Hunter's Mark.
Oh, it's enough to delete it.
Good.
Alrighty. Next up is this Slaadpole. Zolam. It's going to burst forth and end up right there. And it will attempt to bite you in the ankles.
I don't have ankles.
A natural 20.
You know what? In a turning point, I'm going to remember that I can negate a critical hit.
Alright, so I'm just going to roll it again and it'll just be a regular hit, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just turns it into a normal no matter what you roll.
6 piercing for me.
Okay.
I would have gotten 6 damage on you. Yeah, either way.
Oh well.
Works out.
I think this might actually help me remember that I have it. That it was in my head the one time and I actually used it.
There you go. Zolam.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna turn around and go after the one that actually hit me.
You put that measuring tool away, Will.
26 to hit.
Roll your damage.
11 bludgeoning damage.
And this one is squished.
Kaput.
There is a Slaadpole ooze on you. Alright, this one's going.
And yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
This one's going to double move to there.
What if it didn't?
This one's going to go to there. Hey, Zolam.
Hey.
How does a 13 miss?
By 8.
This one's going to go to there. Hey, Denia. How does a 20 sound?
Yeah, that'll hit.
6 more points of damage.
Right.
As yet another Tadpole is chomping on your ankles. Ready. Oh, hey, that's 30 feet. Hey, Calder.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that'll do it.
6 piercing.
Yup.
Ooh, this one has to double move, so it'll go to there. This one's going to go to there and just try to bite Zolom. 14 will miss. This one is going to go to there and try to bite Adenia. 13.
Will meet to beat.
That will meet to beat.
Yep.
5 piercing.
Thanks.
Alright, and this one is going to egg beater itself out of the pond and double move to there. I learnt that from an anime called Remain. It's about water polo and amnesia. Adenia, it's your turn. There are a whole bunch of Tadpoles chomping out your ankles.
Yeah, this is when I wish I had AoE magic right now,
Yep.
but I
One of
don't.
which is treating Zolem's tail like the back of the Slow King.
Slow bro.
Yes. Slow poke. But
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Slow King has it on his head.
So I'm just gonna spend this turn casting Bless. So I'm gonna give it to my 3 companions,
okay.
and I'm going to give myself and Lucky temp HP with my toast to friendship. So you get temp HP equal to 4 plus 4, so 8. Yay.
Hashtag
Alright,
power
thank you,
friendship in the
appreciate it.
chat. Alrighty. Is that your turn, Adenia?
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna move and take 4 attacks of opportunity.
Alright.
Well,
Hey there, Zolom. 11.
Nope.
Alright, Lucky, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I would like to attack this one right here,
Fire at will.
directly in front of me. All right. This one is regular, am I correct?
Yep.
Since I'm already in combat? Okay.
Well, no, this one you'll still get your sneak attack, but it's regular to hit. A 15 will hit, and you said you were going after the bodybuilder or green?
The green one.
The green one? Alright. Yeah, with that 15 and the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage, you will take an arrow to that thing's head and just take it out.
hey,
Beautiful.
also all 3 of you, don't forget you have Bless. So before you make your attack roll, you can roll a D4 and add it to hit.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you for that
D4
reminder.
is before.
Um,
That's crazy.
May I move myself a bit?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Just using some of my move to get on the other side of this guy.
Alright, that will provoke from that one.
Go for it.
It
Come
will
at me,
try
bro.
He'll try to bite you. Try to bite you with a 10.
That does not hit.
Alright. Calder, you're standing on top of a beach chair, and there are several Tadpoles around you.
I can see that. Well, I'm gonna bonus action shift, and run 40 feet all the way over here. Let me turn my token around so I can still use it. And that provokes no opportunity of attack because I'm too fast. I go,
I'm fast.
and I take off.
I didn't realize you were part hedgehog.
Too fast for eyes. Oh, we went with different video game references.
Yeah.
So unfortunately it means that I can't move my hunter's mark this round. But I will take a quick shot at
Wrench?
Mr. Artificer over
At
here.
the engineer.
Yeah.
Listen, that Sladpole is giving her all she's got, Captain. That will hit.
I'm gonna roll my d4 anyway, because I got one.
That will definitely hit. And yeah, we'll just house rule it that you can roll bless after. And 10 damage is exactly lethal.
Perfect.
Yay.
So I just need to keep rolling over a 5 on my d8s.
Chat says this is why we need chlorine in pools.
I agree.
Right.
Alright, Solom, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go after this one, just the bodybuilder one.
Alright, go after the bodybuilder.
Oh,
See, at least it's not 30 Grindelows. 18 plus 3 hits.
so wait a second. Yeah, I'll burn a smite on it. Yeah, the smite itself is just gonna just burn it up.
Yeah, it does. Some might say it's burning up for you, Snaky Bum.
Oh my
No.
goodness. Oh my.
It's been real.
Double move to there.
Goodbye, Chad. It was nice playing with you.
Double move to there. Move to there. Bite at Zolom. 18.
Nope. Nope.
Stay where it is. Bite at Adenia. 9.
No. So excited.
Double move to
So-
there.
Something missed.
Hey, Calder.
Hi, baby.
Adenia.
All right. We're gonna hit blue with my quarterstaff.
Roll it. Hits.
Great. So that's 9 bludgeoning damage. And then we'll do a bonus action of Akalon's Embrace.
That's fair. That's very wise.
Restore 7 hit points.
Alrighty. Hey, Zolom, don't be afraid. It's a Sladpole trying to bite you. 22.
Ah, it did
What
hit.
is happening today?
It did hit.
4 piercing damage.
All right.
This has been me all week. Just wait until after the cruise ship is done, y'all. It's going to be wild. Lucky.
Okay, I would like to. First of all, how far is this guy from me in terms of like feet?
We have the technology.
55 feet.
55 feet.
Great, so I can hit him with my bow, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm moving a little bit closer to stand on top of this lawn chair, I'm assuming,
That's
or
the
this thing
stairs.
right here.
That stairs up to like that level of the deck.
But that's fine. I'm just high. I just want to aim at that guy and help out Core Calder.
If you've ever seen the Sweet Life on Deck, you know how they have like that pool in the middle of the 2 sets of stairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like that.
Gotcha. And because they're not looking at me or they're not focused on me, does that mean I have advantage?
I do not believe so. I believe that's only when things are fighting Zolom.
Well,
When Zolan's restricting things, you have advantage, but because you have an ally within 5 feet of your enemy,
You'll get
that's
sneak
me.
attack even if
You
you
get
don't
sneak.
have advantage. You'll still get the sneak attack.
oh, okay, great. Cool. Well,
And
then
remember,
let's
you
hope
can add
I-
your D4 to hit. So.
Oh, you're right. I do have a D4 as well. You guys are a great party. All right, let's see how we do. That's not going to hit. That's an 11. So I just roll a D4 over here,
Yep.
correct? And that's a
Hey,
4. So the
that's a
15 hit?
15.
That will hit.
Beautiful. I'm attacking Mr. Yellow over here.
All right. The 15, and that you get sneak attack. Lucky, once again, Lucky, you are an incredibly talented archer because every time you hit one of these, they go down. See, even
It's
when
my
I don't
friends.
talk
They're
about
inspiring
food
me.
in the stream, it ends up happening in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Coulter, you're stuck between a Slaad and a lawn chair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run again back to my original lawn chair. Turn my ass back around and shoot this one.
All right.
I'm pinging. And I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the one that I'm pinging.
Hey, you remembered. Good
Look
job.
at you being smart.
Big
Good
brain.
job.
It's
Cool.
big brain
Do
hours.
you provoke, or does your shifting stop you from provoking, period?
No
Perfect.
no provoked attacks of opportunity because it's big brain hours up in here. Does the 22
It's those
hit?
big brain plays that made the Slaads want to eat it.
Says 10 piercing and another 1 hunter's mark.
Enough to kill it.
I'll take it.
Zolom.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go after this one right above me with
Alright.
whatever symbol that's supposed to be.
That is the Stan. That one has a Stan. That will hit.
Please kill the stand user
It's
for the
dead.
love of God.
Yeah,
It's
11.
dead.
You know, I might as well use Akalon's Embrace, even though I think right now I'm actually still higher than what my max HP was at level 3.
There.
But I'll use it anyway.
Wow. Must be nice.
That D10 hit die.
Oh,
It's going
I
to
love
double
it.
sit
move
here for my
to there.
D6.
Alone!
This one's going to go to there and attack Adenia.
Can I get an attack of opportunity on it?
It does not leave your threat. It moves through it.
It moves into your range.
Okay, because it was
Stayed in your
here
Yeah,
and
it
it moved.
stayed.
Yeah,
It
okay,
stayed in your range. It hasn't moved out
got it.
because you can still get it from that diagonal. It's just putting itself in a position where it has flanking and misses.
Oh, it doesn't. No.
Adenia.
Well, we might as well hit that one and try to end it. 12 hit.
It does, and that will end it.
Nice.
All right. Next up is everyone's favorite Captain Planet Ranger, Heart. They're just going to try to bite Zolom. They're going to go after the squishy one. They're going to bite Adenia.
Oh,
17.
yeah, no, that'll hit.
Oh, that
Great.
would have missed me.
6 piercing for me, please.
Well, at least it's only into my 10th HP.
Right?
Lucky.
Well, obviously I have to get the one that just hit Adenia.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm going to move over to these stairs so I can get a better shot and attack.
You just peek over the rock wall with the bow. Pew 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 pew.
That's what yeah, very, very much Hawkeye style. Does a 24 hit, sir?
Lucky deletes another one from existence.
The only time a one-hit wonder is actually a good thing.
By the way, all the incredibly rich people that have been watching this have been like, oh, good show, good show.
How much does it cost to hit them? Or is that
I'm gonna eat one.
right?
Of the civilians?
Ooh,
Of the
rogue
civilians
arrow,
or
I'm
the-
gonna eat the rich.
Zola would literally eat the
I'm gonna eat
rich.
the rich. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I can see my arrow missed and it just pierced
Just,
someone in the
I mean,
neck.
Fedora guy
Oh,
is
no.
standing in the crowd.
You could just get the
Doing
fedora
absolutely
right off his
nothing.
head.
Yeah. Actually,
Guys,
no,
don't
Fedora
test
guy's
me, I'm
bumbling
chaotic.
around. Oh, where did I put that katana? Calder, you're up.
Calder's going to run back over to her other corner.
I love
This poor Slaad just wants to bite your ankles.
This is an advanced technique. It's called kiting. It's a I'm just running back and
I'm
forth.
so proud of you for kiting.
Well, we're gonna take a shot at
We'll
him
make an
and
MMO player out of
hopefully
you yet.
17 to hit.
Hits. Do you know what you forgot to
Oh,
do,
I didn't
though?
say it. I moved my hunter's mark. I
Yeah.
just remembered just now. Well, hopefully I'll roll above 5. There we go. Max damage. Fuck you.
And with that, you have solved my Slaad puzzle.
Yay! Go us.
So yeah, immediately after, all this is dealt with, all the people who were just in this hot tub who had this come out of them, just start looking down at them all, and they're just a couple of them are just floating in the water
1,000-yard stare.
I'm going
That's
vegetarian. I've become a vegetarian today.
Welcome to the club.
That's weak. You gotta take vengeance. Eat as much fish as humanly possible. That's quitter talk.
I was actually about to say after that, is anybody hungry?
I'm fucking starving.
I can eat.
I haven't eaten since I vomited up the fucking tapeworm. Also, that was trying to kill me. I feel like I still haven't been properly compensated for that. But
I mean, the bar is like the pool bar is literally like right up against the wall here.
are there slaads in it?
I mean, there's no drinks with fish in them, so. Is there alcoholic beverages with fish in them? Chat, that's your homework.
I bet there is. I don't want it.
Fish in it.
I don't want
I
it.
mean, I'd wager it exists, but why?
I mean, I think I've seen like Bloody Marys that have like shrimp.
I was just about to say Bloody Marys do sometimes like come with seafood.
But
And
isn't that just like a
Bloody
shrimp
Marys that come with
cocktail then?
cheeseburgers? Which at that point, like, is it even out? That's I don't.
Is
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
understand American food.
Okay, sorry for
Or is it a
this.
sauce?
Sorry for this, everyone. But an In-N-Out burger that has had a Bloody Mary put into it.
No.
Why?
Put into it? And like
Why would you
inside
do
of
that?
it?
Like, where do you put it? Is it in the bun? Is it in the burger? Like, where is it?
In
Why
the
not
bun.
just have it with like tomato, celery, and jalapeno and just call it a day?
Yeah, why make it this
Ooh,
whole thing?
or
Also,
Bloody
why
Mary
would you-
soup dumplings.
Why would you mess with perfection of either In-N-Out burgers or soup dumplings?
That's fair. Either way,
That's if it ain't broke.
Don't
fix it.
you?
Now I'm hungry.
Don't do it.
Gentrify it.
Right, but either way, so
Well, on that note,
many of the rich are kind of applauding, and now they've gotten bored, so they've begun going back to their other cruise ship activities. They're all being
We're just
taken
letting
back
them
to their
explore.
cabins as the ship is basically on lockdown now.
Yeah, that's fair.
As a thank you, the party collectively is going to be given some items
oh,
from the gift shop. One of which
Oh.
is a towel.
I was about to ask if it was a monogram towel.
It is a monogram towel. They basically have embroidered like your character's initials into each of the towels. These are magical towels. As an action, you can activate them, and they are dancing towels, so they will dry you off for you.
Fascinating.
I was like waiting for it to be like, these are towels that like will roll themselves up and whip someone at them for you, but they're gonna dry me off.
No, they're just like,
Great.
imagine if like a sentient towel that just dries you off for you.
I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, I guess in
Yeah.
fairness, it would normally take me quite some time.
Yeah, that's actually pretty useful for you.
Well, they
I don't
say you
like
shouldn't
getting
go
wet.
on an adventure without a towel anyway. So,
Yes, those have a
Who's
value,
they?
60 gold pieces.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Exactly.
Is that a real thing?
Yes. It is.
Oh, I thought Adenia was like making like, oh, I read books.
No, that was
No,
a
that was a
sci-fi clutch reference.
Ooh.
That was a
Okay, so I'm going to bring my book copies of Hitchhiker's Guide for McKenna to read when I go down south.
I've watched the movie for what it's worth.
I've never watched the movie or seen the book, but I know the answer to the universe.
Yes.
That one.
It's 42. It's
So
Alan
long,
Rickman's in
so
it. It's
long.
really good.
And thanks for all the
all the-
slants.
So
they're
long
also
and
going
thanks
to
for
be
all the
giving you
slack.
each. They're also going to be giving you each a potion of portable,
There you go. You got this.
a potion of portable cleanliness. It is a
Oh, that can
potion
come in
that
handy.
you can pour over yourself, and any dirt, grime, or muck will be instantly taken off like a prestidigitation spell.
I love that.
What if I like my dirt, grime, and
Then
musk because
you
it adds
don't have to use your
character?
potion.
Then
Thanks,
you
thanks,
don't
Greg.
have to use your potion.
What did you call it, Will? A potion of portable what?
A potion
Cleanliness.
of
Cleanliness.
portable cleanliness.
Adding that to the bag. Oh,
I'll be back in just a minute.
And last but not least, they've also given you each 2 minor healing potions.
oh, that can come in handy.
So a couple things of fluff and some actual useful stuff.
Yeah.
And it was arranged in like this like really nice basket.
Oh, I do love a good gift basket.
Can you remind me, Will, how much healing does a minor potion do? Is it 1d6?
It's a 1d8 plus 1.
1d8 plus 1. Thank you.
I believe I have, luckily, for when I do home games again, I have this handy dandy DM screen that has...
Is it the common healing potion?
I think it's 2d4 plus 2. Because I have a...
right. It is d4s in this edition. Sorry. Yes, it's the common. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Which is technically better than 1d8 plus 1. So.
Yes. 2d4 plus 2. And each of you got 2.
All right, cool beans.
Actually, I could totally just have this out over here.
I have a very fun little potion bottle that says plus 2 common on
but yeah.
it.
And also
Has
you've
2d4
been given basically chef's choice. So the chef will make anything you guys want tonight for yourselves on the ship.
All right, here's what I want to do.
Oh God, here we go.
I want to fish over the side of the boat, catch something, and have this man cook it. That way I know it's fresh. I know where it came from because it came from me. That's what I want to do. You can do it.
Roll me a D100. We'll see what you catch.
Perfect. 96. Hey, that's my birth year.
96.
Hey, I just dated myself.
Sure did.
Oh,
You baby.
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel old at all.
Sorry.
Right?
Alright, I'm just going to pull up a list of 100 fish.
And scroll all the way down to the 96th
Look at the DM.
Watch it be like an anglerfish or something like that.
Watch it be like a shark.
Top
I need a
100.
shark. Well, not.
Here we go. Top 100 saltwater fish.
What's number 96?
This is a great way to do this, by the way. I do want
love
to point
what's
that out. Like, no sarcasm at all. This is legitimately a great way to do this.
I'm having a good time.
Pretty solid.
The number 96 is the Pacific Snook.
I don't know what that is. I'm Googling
I'm
it.
about to look it up, yeah.
You've caught a
Google.
Pacific Snook. It inhabits the tropicals of the Americas. The two largest, black and white, are primary of interest to anglers. Very similar and not
That's
easily
sorta cute.
distinguished. The species are lumped together by the IGFA for the purposes of records as Pacific Snook. As with their Atlantic counterparts, the fertile Margrove coast, particularly in lower rivers, offers the best chance to find these elongated predators.
It actually does look like a good-sized fish.
That's
Yeah, it's
a
a
big
59-pound
fish.
fish.
It's a pretty big fish.
59
A
pound
common snook weighs 53 pounds, 10 ounces. That's a common one.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
My little 8 in strength. I do love how it specifically says that like it's highly prized game fish because it's aggressive and likes to fight. And also has delicious white flesh. I brought home the bacon. Calder did that.
No,
You
not
have caught
the
a
Not
bacon.
bacon. Fish.
Would you like some
It's-
sashimi?
The snook.
I will cook it however this professional man sees fit to prepare
All right, then
it as long
he'll
as there
chop
are
it
no
up a little bit.
slats
He'll
in
have half of it become snookshimi,
Zucchini. Wait,
and
that's
then
wrong,
for
right?
the other half, they're going to grill it and put it in like a nice white sauce.
Athenia will make the suggestion that they cook all the rest of the fish on this trip.
Yeah.
That perhaps raw fish is in poor taste at this point.
With some nice fava beans and a really nice wine.
Ooh. There you go, Adidia. We got
Maybe a
beans.
Chianti.
A beanie.
I'll point it out also to Dinia that I have a cauldron of cooking that we like once a day can just provide pretty much any meal you want.
Oh, that's
Like we haven't needed it, but I
handy
have
as
that.
Shit.
If you want something not of what's available here and
To
don't
be
trust
fair,
their food.
I mean, Adini is vegetarian, and there have been plenty of vegetarian options thus far that have had no risk of Slaad infestation.
Yeah, but yeah, if
Oh,
there's like
yes,
a
for Adenia, they will make you some falafel.
Delightful.
Yeah. Oh, now I want falafel. Oh well.
I am excited to get falafel at Disneyland.
In case you want to see a specific I love it.
A specific
Guys,
snook?
it looks huge. Like my
Yes.
jaw was
It's
like
a big
four.
fish. I
and
did
because it's
good.
an image search, it is a specific Pacific Snook.
Pacific Snook. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. I'm going to use that on my students next week for acting.
Pacific Snook. Pacific. Nope, can't do it. Not happening.
A specific Pacific Snook. A Pacific. Oh God, yeah. Chat.
Yeah, it's hard.
Chat. Add us on TikTok if you can get it. If you can get it 5 times fast, add us on TikTok and put it on TikTok.
For sure.
Let's make this trend randomly. Let's make this the next TikTok
Pacific
trend.
Pacific Snook. Oh, I got it twice that time.
There you
I
go.
don't know
Well,
if
I
that's
will feed this specific Pacific Snook to my baby dragon because she's
Oh.
hungry.
Yeah, and it will enjoy every bite. But yeah, the remainder, like the last day of the trip, kind of goes on uneventfully. Once you arrive at port, everyone is examined by a cleric. That normally would be charged 10 gold pieces to be examined by them. However, the cruise line will take care of it for everyone.
Good.
Thank you.
And they will be taking care of it for every passenger, so, you know, it's a lot of gold down the drain for the cruise line.
Good.
Sounds good.
And yeah,
That
as
looks
you're all
like a
kind of at
call
port,
you set out to do.
Hamelin, who's been basically pouring through their notes and like taking down everything, finally closes their book, and he says, so, you were all headed to Volusia, yes?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
that was the plan, yes.
Alright, I am also headed there, and I have an old family friend who has basically offered me their services as a carriage driver, if you're up for it.
Oh, that sounds very helpful, actually. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hamelin.
Yeah, if you don't all want to, walk there, it's a pretty long walk. He is a little bit extra, fair warning.
Who isn't?
Sure.
I don't
But-
mind a
Extra in
big
what
personality.
Just very hyperactive. But he's a good guy. He's a good man.
I have siblings, so
That's fair. He's an old family friend. Really nice guy.
yeah.
I feel like we're being set up.
Yeah. I don't trust any town that we go to from now on.
And yeah, so Amelin will kind of lead you through the port of Oblick, and eventually you will reach towards the edge of the city.
All right.
And yeah, basically set up in like half a mast of a boat that's been converted into a building. You see towed towing and carriages.
Toad.
And,
Is there...
Stepping out of the building, very excited. Oh, look at you! You've grown so much, Amelin! Running out is a bullywug. It's a frog person.
I love him. I love
Mr.
him.
Toad has taught me not to
Yes.
get into like vehicles with excitable frogs, but
Oh, Mr. Amelin, you've gotten so big! Oh. Oh, well, that's a ban. Goodbye.
Oh, look, my foot. Let me shoot it.
Oh, look, someone to ban.
And for once, it's not a bot.
Nope, that was an actual person. But yes. Oh, Mr. Amelin, I'm so happy. Oh, Mr. Amelin, I'm so happy to see you again, my friend. Oh, and he kind of like goes and like, oh, you've grown so much, because these guys are small creatures. I can barely hop up to your head. And he tries to, like, jump up to Alan and just, like, hugs him on the shoulder. Oh. Yes. Sorry. Kind of just, like, collects the toad, puts him back on the ground. Everyone, this is Naldi.
Naldi?
Pleasure to meet you, Naldi.
Naldi the toad. Well, Naldi the bullywug, but...
The toad.
Yes.
Naldi the bullywug.
Oh, yes. And, of course, I'm happy to have guests. Are they coming along with you, sir? Yes, they will be, Naldi. Alrighty, well, I'll get the carriage right hooked up then. While you're there, here, take these. He hands, like, 2 buckets of fish. If you can, go feed the girls for me, alrighty? Oh, of course. Here, everyone, you might want to see this. And yeah, he pulls you around. Amelin will walk you all around to the stables. Where there are 2 giant toads just sitting there. With, like, saddles on them.
Oh.
This is the first.
Going to be an unusual ride.
To give our chat
So,
a thing. Just big old giant toads.
We got big
so
old giant
they
toads.
pull the carriage, or do we, like, ride
I
them?
think they are the carriage.
Oh, they pull the carriage. Oh, yes, they do. Here, I'll get them hooked up right and proper quick for us all.
So I imagine the carriage goes like ka-chunk, ka-chunk, gets pulled forward and like
And then hopping. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was, like, imagining. Oh, we're going to need some...
It's a little lurchy. I hope you don't get motion sick.
It is. Well, actually, here's the thing.
Motion sick.
So, as they're attaching them, you notice that the cords that are attached to them have a little bit of stretch to them. So it's almost like a bungee cord. So, like, the lurchiness is very much controlled.
All right.
It's like, boom. So, yeah. Naldi's kind of like just getting everything set up. All right, we'll be ready to go within the hour, my friends. It shan't take us too long. We should be able to reach Bleak Marsh tonight.
Bleak Marsh.
Yes, that's the halfway point between Volusia and Oblick. If I'm moving right quick, we should be able to reach there by about the middle of the night. I have a cousin who runs an inn, so we'll be able to stay there free of charge.
Oh, love
excellent.
that.
Say,
That's my
I have a
favorite
question.
prize.
I haven't met any bullywugs before, but we have been visited by these frog fairies before. Do you know anything about
Oh,
them?
they're delicious.
Delicious. We didn't
Genius.
try.
Dogs know each other.
Absolutely delicious. Butter them up, fry them. Very rare to see them, but oh, so good.
I was thinking that.
You were, but the thing is, if you sleep next to them and don't eat them, I know they look real tasty with their little legs, but if you sleep next to them, and they'll like guard the camp, and then you don't need to be setting up.
Oh well, that's
traps and
proper
snares and
nice of
whatnot.
them, isn't it? And
Ain't
he
it?
kind of finishes up hooking up the frogs. It's like, alrighty, well, Sarah and Tonin will get us pulling along right away, very shortly. If y'all would like to come onto the carriage, and it's a nice carriage. It's not like a closed carriage. It's like an open air sort of thing. He says, and worst comes to worst, if it starts to rain, as it likes to do around these parts, got a little bit of a canopy for y'all. And it just like pops up, and there's like this like little froggy, like a frog umbrella, but over top of a cart.
It's really precious.
This is by far the superior way to travel.
This is
I know we just
awesome.
came from a cruise ship with a tiered hot tub. I like this better.
Well, so far there's no Slaads here.
Yes.
Or is there?
Oh, now, sir.
Am I a
What's that?
bullywug or am I a Slaad?
But like feeling that because we're getting like free travel and we're getting free lodging, like Lucky would want a tip in a way, Naldi if he accepts it.
Oh, I'd be
It's
happy
like-
to take whatever you'd like to give. That's very fine with me. I'm doing this as a favor to Hamelin here. Oh, this little scamp, he helped me out a lot. Helped me build my house way back when in the days. Yes, well, I was working on it. It's like, yes, you did. You got that real nice and prepped up. Whenever there's a flood, I can just push a button and it raises itself up. This way we don't get to lose anything to water damage. Oh, it's so nice.
Well, he's very altruistic that way.
Oh, Amelin's a real great lad.
I would absolutely love to contribute towards this riot, so I'll put in.
Yeah.
I'll put in 20 gold.
Well, welcome to Bullywug Black, then, I suppose. Cause Uber. Never mind.
Oh God.
I dig it.
Yeah. Oh,
If it doesn't land, keep flying, Will.
that's fair. But yeah, so the cart gets like pulled up and pulled out. Y'all are given seats. Amelin will sit beside Naldi. And kind of just stare back and like wave at you all from time to time. But yeah, as far as like this
Adini
first...
will spend the hour reading from the Tome of Collected Knowledge. So we still got to get more hours in.
Fair enough. And yeah, y'all can get moving. And it is a little bit lurchy. But it's not terrible. Like, it's not like get motion sick levels of lurchy. It's just noticeably lurchy. Like, you'll be speeding up. You'll be going very quickly and then very slow for a minute. I think like the best way to put it would be like a Spaceship Earth on Epcot. When they're like loading like a slow passenger. How it speeds up and then slows down and speeds up. It's more like that than anything else. Like, you're in constant motion. You're not stopping. And yeah.
Nice.
On this day of travel, there's... By now, it's probably about midday. Naldi kind of looks back. Alrighty, so if we travel through the night, I can get us to Bleak Marsh by tomorrow evening. If you like, you can all sleep in the You can all sleep in there. I'm good to go. I'm right, ready to go. Got all of these, and he like has these like blue potions, little potions of energy here, ready to go through the night.
Little 5-hour energies.
Ooh, that's not.
That's a little dangerous.
We can
If you
take our time.
Well, if you're okay with camping, we could always set up a camp in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, love a good camping trip. I ain't in any hurry.
Sleeping in one
Alrighty
of
then.
these
Here.
things for me would be rough anyway. It's already like
Here, I'll
Nothing.
pull
It's
off
a
to
little
the side
cramped
then.
for
We can
you,
get a
huh?
camp set up. Kind of like goes off. The frogs get like unattached from the cart. Amelin just kind of like says, "So we'll just camp in the cart, or do we camp on the ground?" I've never really, done the whole outdoorsy thing before.
I mean, you can
Aw.
sleep in the cart if you like.
But nothing beats just like sitting in your bedroll on the dirt looking up at the stars.
Oh, all right.
I mean, unless you're like really having a thing against bugs, in which case maybe you ought to stay in the car.
And Amelin walks into the cart. Just straight up, he's putting down the bedroll. He's like flattening out, making it nice. Here's the word bugs. Pulls up the bedroll, puts it into the cart.
Bless his heart.
Adini
Wow.
will join him in there just so that he's not like all lonesome.
Oh, bunkmates. Alright, well, Mr. Amelin, you enjoy your night, sir. I'm going to rough it with the rest of you.
Yeah. Roughing it.
Yeah. And yeah, the night begins.
I'm going to set an alarm.
Fair enough.
That way we can sleep through the night. And not have to worry about things.
Yeah.
I'll do a mental alarm.
Fair enough. And then you guys are going to sleep through the night?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, perfect. The first night goes by without anything happening.
Yeah.
On the second day, travel begins again. Naldi is able to hitch the frogs back up. He gives you guys some rations, some jerkies and things that they had with them. And yeah, they get moving. While you're traveling today, can everyone make me a perception check?
Sure. Hey, I actually got a pretty good roll.
I did not.
Nope.
We are.
I mean, Adenia's reading. She's not paying a lot of attention.
Yeah, Calder's like writing in her journal. 8 fish went bad. 8 other fish went good. Learned nothing. Thank you, gods.
The blind Naga got the best perception roll.
Yes, and so the way that Zolom is going to notice this is you're going to have like a bit of a pain on your neck throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
With just something in the distance, and like you're going to feel like you're being watched all day.
Don't like that.
I would probably bring that up to, especially Calder and Lucky, because I feel like those, like, even not knowing their bonuses, they just seem like they'd be the ones that, if they were actually like focusing and like looking out, they would probably.
Alright.
It's like, feels like, I don't know, it could be just something in the woods, but feels like something's.
Hearing that,
Out and
Lucky's like
about.
on alert the rest of the trip, or like she's in this area or whatever. She's on alert at that point.
Fair enough.
Cat ears up.
Well, natural explorer. Even when I'm engaged in another activity while traveling, I remain alert to danger.
Yeah.
And I can't be surprised. I don't think.
Well, it doesn't mechanically help you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Let me.
I don't know, just for the rest of the day, every now and then, I'll say Calder and Lucky, as you're like looking out, you'll see like little heads peeking over hills looking towards all of you.
Little heads.
I think between the two of you, you can figure there's about 10 to 15 some type of creature following you.
Okay. Well, then if I feel like I'm being followed, Lucky's drawing her bow, and it's knocked. She's ready.
Oh no.
Are there any like nearby animals?
Oh, well, they're not that much animal that like, well, I guess there's the gators. We got the gators in here in the swamp. Trolls. We got trolls. Trolls are they're pretty common down here. Sturges, there's always the Tarrasque.
Oh,
I'm
right.
sorry.
That.
But yeah, and not too much. Not too much really at all. Just your general pest, Sturgises and the such. Delicious. Probably not for you folk, but I like a good bug.
Right. Well, I'm just saying sometimes when you're dealing with wildlife, you can glean pieces of information from them, and if there's any wildlife I could communicate with, I might be able to figure out what is tailing us. But if there's no wildlife to talk to without getting out of this cart, then perhaps it is just better to stay here.
I can
and
try to catch a
intimidate.
dragonfly for you if you'd like. I've got a pretty quick tongue.
Oh, I don't think that would really put it much in the chatting mood, but I do surely appreciate the help.
Alright. But yeah. As you continue to travel that day, can everyone make me another perception check? Just to see if you can get a little bit more information. Ooh.
Oh, well, somebody did.
A nat 20 and a 22.
Wow, I did worse than last time. I didn't think that
It's a
was
really
possible.
good book, Adenia. There's like
It's
a
a really
whole
good
like
book.
enemies to lovers sub-arc.
Wow.
I can also sense whether any of my favorite enemies are present within 5 miles of me, so if they're monstrosities,
Technically,
I might
there are
be-
monstrosities within 5 miles of you. But
great. So I can attune my senses to determine if any of my favorite enemies lurk nearby by spending 1 uninterrupted minute in concentration. I can sense if they're within 5 miles. The feature reveals which of your favorite enemies are present, their numbers, and the creature's general directions and distance in miles from you. If there are multiple groups of favorite enemies within range, you learn this information for each group.
You're going to make
Oh,
me.
smell?
Give me 1 minute now just to go and see everything, every monstrosity that makes up this swamp. I will say, with the 20 and the natural 20, the creatures that are currently tailing you are goblins.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight. Let's do
Alrighty,
it.
so there are
Oh! I speak Goblin!
there are some wretched. There are some Kathinkis.
What?
You know what that is?
Herthinks.
I don't think I've ever.
Kathinks. They're like terrible spider-like creatures.
Oh.
And how far away are those from us?
Oh, they're like right on the edge. There's a whole pack of them.
Right on the edge of what?
The 5 miles range.
Okay, so they're roughly
They're like
5
5
miles
miles
away
away.
from us.
There's a basilisk about 3 miles away from you.
I'm sorry?
Let's keep that 3 miles away from us.
There's some bullets about 2 miles under you.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Well, 2 miles under us is pretty far.
That's deep, but bullets are nasty.
There's a whole bunch of deep crows flying above you,
Oh,
like very high up.
huh.
There's also some
What a-
driders about 4 miles below you. Ettercaps 4 miles below you.
I need to use this feature more often.
There's
What
a
a-
giant
what a
mimic
beautiful-
a mile and a half to the east.
Well, I'll relay the most important parts of that, specifically like the mimic and the basilisk to the crew.
This road doesn't turn east, does it?
No, we're going right proper north.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't
Then I
turn
think
east
that's-
until we're getting a little bit closer to Bleak Marsh.
Well, I will
Should be
keep
fine.
concentrating and make sure we don't get ambushed by nothing. But those are some goblins that have been tailing us. You know what? Let me see if I can just talk to them.
Alright, would you all like me to stop the court, as they say?
Nah, I don't want to get surrounded. But I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice nice and loud, and I'll say in Goblin, cause I speak Goblin. If y'all have any proper business with us, best state it now.
Lucky's bow is drawn. I want that to be known. Like,
Okay.
Calder can talk all she wants, but
So, imagine a French horn trying to be played like a trumpet.
I don't know musical instruments.
I do.
But
That sounds
imagine
funny.
someone is trying to play a French horn like a trumpet, and that is what you hear. It's like a really discordant sort of noise. It's like a and then you hear like some muffled cries and some whacking. It's like the music stops and you just see like a couple of goblins just like trying to run towards the cart.
I'd fire immediately.
Don't!
Roll the hit.
I'm sorry. Like, I see goblins running at us. I'm going to hit.
Roll the hit.
Oh.
15. That just hits. You nink one of them in the shoulder. It falls down.
Great. Then she turned to Calder and be like, Calder, you better get it together. What is going on?
I was just talking to them, Lucky. They haven't done nothing yet.
They
And
are
then you
running
hear-
at us.
And then you hear in common, "You excitable idiots! I told you to wait until I cast the spell!
What spell are you casting, perchance?
The one that's making my voice loud!"
Oh, Lucky, they're just using thaumaturgy. Like I said, sir, we got some real nervous Nancy's on this here caravan. If you could please state your business, we don't appreciate much being followed.
We are escorting this cart, but in the name of Snake Arm.
In the name of who?
Snake Arm, our glorious leader.
Isn't snake arm kind of an oxymoron?
Not always.
It is his name. It is his title. It is why he leads us.
Why would he want us escorted?
He says that this cart is precious to him and his mistress.
I mean, you are a snake with arms, so
That's
he
what I'm
might
saying, it's
hold
not
you in a
like
certain
that.
amount of esteem.
Well, I'm sure I'm not related to this snake arm's mistress. So,
I am Niblegob.
Oh, that's a nice name.
that's a name?
Aid to Snake Arm.
Who's his mistress, perchance?
The mysterious snake.
He's not
That
giving
wouldn't
us
be
an
the
answer.
basilisk around here, would it?
One moment.
I'll just let him know. There's a basilisk in that direction, about 2 miles due east.
The basilisk is not the great snake.
Are you talking about the one that's like in the sky with the glowing eye?
She once was.
I'm confused.
You're real cute, but I'm gonna need you to elaborate.
Well, it's very difficult to do so in short thermotagic bursts between...
Yeah,
Castings.
okay, that you have a point. Naldi,
Yeah, right.
stop the cart for a second.
Alrighty. And kind of like the cart slows itself down, and it's like there's just this horde of goblins. Like now there's like 18 of them, and you just see like them like basically looting their friend and just putting their
Is he
stuff
dead?
Did I kill him?
on. Yeah,
Sorry.
they don't seem too bothered by it.
Oh
That's good.
boy.
Maybe don't run at people next time.
He will be. I will reborn him later today. It is of no worry.
You'll reborn him.
Yes.
What is that?
That doesn't sound natural.
Well, I hit him with this stick, and he holds up the staff, and then he comes back to life.
What's the expiration date on a person for that to work, for your stick to work?
Well, I think we did it after a week, and it still worked. Haven't gone longer than a week yet.
How much you want for that stick?
I mean, the stick is just the tool. I'm kind of the magical one.
Gotcha.
Called her Lucky Legs.
Calder Lucky were like, who would be a shame if we, stole the stick.
That was
I shot the
an
wrong
excellent
person.
shot. That was an excellent shot, whichever one of you did that. I tell them not to run. I tell them not to run ahead until I've made contact. But what do? They run ahead like excitable little kids, and then they die. It's their own fault.
Yeah, it is their own fault.
Yeah.
I'd say sorry, but I gotta.
I mean, it is never too late to say sorry.
Bieber reference?
Good to know.
Anyway, so you got a guy who you're working for, and
Yes, the great and powerful Snake Arm.
yeah, who is he, and what business does he have with our little...
He is our
Merry
glorious
Dana
leader, and he
Misfit.
asks that we guard this cart on its way to Bleak Marsh.
He didn't say why?
Simply said that it is precious to him and his mistress. So he sent me his trusted lieutenant, Niblegob.
And his mistress is like the guard, the god jail guard.
Quite honestly, I do not know, but he is a goblin with a snake for an arm, so he has priority over all of us.
He has a literal snake for an arm.
Yes, that's why his name is Snake for an arm.
That's something.
So you just like shorten it to snake arm then.
Yes.
I mean, Zolom, not to draw assumptions,
But you're gonna draw assumptions.
but if it's the snake that we were talking to,
Yes.
and didn't she leave the mark?
Yes.
So it's not just the snake thing. I want to make that real clear.
No, there is a connection. If that's
There's a genuine
if that's
connection.
if that's the snake that he's talking about, but
Right. All right. Well, I guess.
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that your master and his mistress have taken an interest in our well-being.
Yes, you will have the finest goblin escorts to Bleak Marsh.
Right, and then what happens when we get to Bleak Marsh?
We return home.
Where's home?
It is to the northwest of here. It's a old little burrow that we dug out for ourselves.
Right, but like, what's in Bleak Marsh?
That's
The
where we're
edge of
going.
our territory.
Understood. So you're just walking us through your territory. I was wondering if there was something that was waiting for us.
Yes,
at Bleak
we
Marsh
normally
specifically.
banditize.
Well, thank you.
Hence the arrow, but yeah.
Thank you kindly for not banditizing our here little caravan.
I mean, normally a
And,
lightning bolt is enough to stop the arrows, but yeah.
A light and what do you do exactly?
Magic.
Huh. Good for you. Alright, well, I guess you can keep following us. You can do it out in the open, though. You don't have to, like, trek through the bushes.
Excellent. They kind of
They're,
like
like,
stab
nearly
their
as
staff
tall as
onto
you
the
are.
ground.
though I mean I don't know much about this Bleak Marsh place, but maybe once it's within reason, you might want to break off some. I'm not sure how they'll respond.
That will be the plan. As he stamps their staff onto the ground from the bushes, you just see a bunch of goblins riding giant rats come out.
Aww. You got little mouse friends. Look,
Look,
Adina.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, would you like me to make that one into a mount?
No. Wait.
I mean,
No.
I can make it a mount today,
just for the day.
just for the day.
For the day.
Adina,
You like to be big for a day,
you
Rasha.
have to.
Here we go.
Alrighty. Takes the stick, draws a little circle around Raja. Niblaga, 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 niblaga! And like this bolt of lightning comes down from the sky, strikes him, and it just like channels into the ground, and then Raja just grows into a medium-sized rat.
A rodent of unusual size.
A big old mouse.
Well, Adina,
Big
it
old
looks like you got yourself a little mount for the day.
Are you all right, Raja? That hurt?
Well, Raja didn't get struck by lightning. It was the goblin that got struck by lightning.
Gotcha. All
Gosh,
right.
he's like smoking a little bit.
Well, growing pains and all that.
He is singed. He just says, "Yes, that was a wonderful spell."
Thank you.
Completely unfazed by the lightning strike.
Well then, I suppose we shouldn't keep you longer than necessary, so
Let us be on
carry
our way, friends. He goes, and basically now walking over the hill, you see several like smaller goblins running with this chair. He jumps onto the chair, and these goblins are like sprinting to keep pace with all of you.
Oh,
This is incredible.
That's true.
Yeah, so the day continues to travel. Now, it is at this point that I am to remind you, Zolom, that about 3 weeks ago, you said, "I'll explain this something later,"
Well, yeah,
and we've never gotten around to explaining it. So,
yeah.
I feel like this might be a good time to do that.
Yeah, I imagine during the time it would kind of come up. We've just been busy and distracted.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we were in that fortress, the Goliath that was there that was broken out, I guess you could say, from the land of the dead. I grew up with him and his sister.
Oh.
They were probably the closest thing you could call family for me. They got their calling marks before I did. And we went to the island in the Sea and Sky Archipelago closest to the mainland, and a bunch of us had a party basically for them. During that party was also when I first met anybody who served Aquilon. That was the gnome, Reskin. I don't know if he actually did or if it was just a ruse and now he's doing what he was actually doing. But the last I did see them, I saw him that night. The Called Hunt attacked while everybody was kind of worn out, drunken. Falk, the Goliath that was there, I saw him die. I was injured during this. That's how I lost my sight. But Reskin and Falk's sister Novu survived. The next day, in the aftermath of it, Novu and Reskin both got on a ship, headed out for their calling, and one of the, I guess it would have to have been the other follower. Actually, thinking about it, I need to find a way to talk to him. Ionis was an elf that also serves Aquilon. He was the one who brought Reskin. He's the one who recruited me afterwards. If it wasn't for him, I mean, I don't know what the things I do and the way I fight, despite not seeing, it all came from his training. I'm thinking about it, being able to talk to him he seemed to know Reskin at the time. I don't know how well he knew him, but that could give some insight into him.
Right.
If he was actually a faithful or not.
Well, if you'd like to speak briefly with him, I have this Bracelet of Sending. You could borrow it for the day. It would allow you to send a message to somebody you're familiar with across vast distances. You just have to be brief.
Yeah, 25 words.
I don't think I'll need that many just to ask him how well he knew.
I mean,
I don't think.
You could just ask him straight up if Reskin was a true follower of Aquilon, or if he was a fake.
I'm thinking about...
Do you think... And let me know if this part of the conversation is not something you want to participate in, Solom, but do you think Reskin could have pulled Falk back by taking his fare?
I mean, that's the only way that I know he could have, but I'm just... That wasn't the Falk that I knew.
Right.
So I don't know.
Well,
Like, it's his voice and its tone and everything, but that's not how he was.
I mean, I have to imagine he'd be a very different person after going through something like that and then being brought back.
Stolen out of death's realm.
Exactly. Ain't right. But yeah, I think shooting your mentor a message might not be a bad plan.
I think it's the only way to get any more information and maybe get some kind of gleam of what he's thinking,
Here,
what he's
why don't you
doing.
borrow this at least until you hear back? You think of a message you'd like to send out. 25 words or less.
I think I have it.
So,
Yep, I've got it.
all right, what you got? What
All
you
right.
sending me?
All right. Was Reskin devout before the attack? He's called Hunt now. Brought my friend Falk back, but different.
This is troubling news. Reskin was to be my replacement. I had trained him much like I trained you. Thank you for the update.
Okay, so I guess Reskin was Ionis's previous protege.
Lucky, were you searching for your father?
My father got imprisoned, actually. Well, I believe to be wrongfully imprisoned. And now he's
Perhaps
out.
tomorrow you can borrow the bracelet and reach out to him as well. I realized that I've been sitting on this and we could have been contacting people we know this whole time. Please, think on what you'd like to say to him, and tomorrow, perhaps you can reach out to him, find out more information.
Yeah, there's definitely something he's not telling me, and I guess I need to know.
When your DM gives you magical items, you should use them.
You should. I gave you plenty of them too.
Who would forget
Right.
the things they have? Who would do that?
After a little while, you all make it to Bleak Marsh. Now, Bleak Marsh, imagine like a western, like an old classic spaghetti western style town, but in a swamp. The centerpiece of which appears to be like a large tavern that is built in the basically, so like, you know how some trees will like be hollowed out and it's just like the bark and they're like those sideways logs. Yes. So it's one of those sideways logs. It has like a central clock tower coming out of it, and it appears to have like a structure built underneath it. And on the front of it, basically, like these two massive saloon doors swinging, stabbed into the side of the tree with a sign hanging down, is the name of the establishment, the Frog and Grog.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like my kind of joint.
And yeah, throughout the entirety of this town, there isn't like any like magical lighting. It's all like string up lights that have like fireflies stuck inside of them.
Oh.
It's like cottagecore swamp town.
I'm here for it.
Like the roofs of the buildings have like moss growing on them. There's like literally a singular person on a porch rocking in a rocking chair with a banjo.
Ooh, I love this. This is possibly the most charming location we've come across so far. I don't think Bleak Marsh is a proper name for this place. It's hardly bleak at all.
Yet you haven't actually done anything here yet.
Well,
Nobby
it
will
looks
kind of
awful
pull up
cute.
beside the Frog and Grog. They'll hitch the toads to the stables there. Okay, Sneeze didn't come. Cool. They'll hitch the toads to the stable, hop down off the cart. Okay, well, we've made it. I'm going to go say hi to Cousin Toadenstein, and we'll come right out.
Nice. All right, well, I think I am going to get myself some grog at the Frog and Grog.
All right, so as you walk into this bar, it is
Can I,
like the
kick this
Hoop-de-Doo
doors
Review.
open?
There's like a large stage at one end of it. There's several tables set up throughout it. There's a large bar that has like a number of barrels and casks and things. Those firefly lights are glowing all around the place. And right now, standing behind the bar is a bullywug, but they're in like a perfectly pressed suit. And they have like a 10-gallon hat on. That is about like half the size of them.
Dog Dividale, over the Didsdale Divido. What is this frog man doing? What is this fancy frog man?
He's tending to the bar. He is making drinks, saying, "All right, folks. Next up, we got ourselves a lovely song and dance number from the lady of our little lake here." And then stepping out onto the stage is a water genasi woman.
Ooh.
And she's beginning to sing like this like really chill bluegrass number.
Okay.
Just in the background as
I'm
people
here for this
drink and
vibe.
eat.
The vibes are immaculate.
I passed the vibe check.
Naldi kind of like waves you all over. All right, folks, this here's my cousin Toden. He'll be taking care of us while we're here. A pleasure to meet you all. Any friend of my little cousin here is a friend of mine. I have the best rooms in the house ready for you, not even above the stage.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic. This is a lovely place of business. What is your house specialty drink?
We got ourselves a fine toadback ale here.
I don't know what that means, but I would like to try it. What's
So
that gonna run me?
He reaches under the counter,
Oh no.
pulls out a glass, puts the glass underneath one of these casks, then goes to a little cage in the side of the room where there's a couple of those fairy frogs stuck in it. Sticks the fairy frog onto the cask spout, turns the cask, fills the fairy frog with drink, pours it into the cup, puts the fairy frog back into the cage, and just slams it down in front of you.
That is so fucking foul, but you know Calder slams that back immediately.
Roll me a D100, Calder.
I think that's worse than me just wanting to eat one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much worse. 44.
44. Okay, let me bring this up now. Gotta get my table.
I don't know how I feel about them enslaving fairy flies for this purpose.
Not great, but
I don't feel great about it at all.
animals.
But like,
This is animal abuse, I think.
would you like cage a puppy just so you can fill him with drink and then pour? Like, it just doesn't seem right.
Just squeeze its tummy and watch the drink.
Calder.
I hate it.
Calder, you have your... So, Calder, you're looking down at yourself, and you have gone tie-dye.
Shapes and colors.
Everyone else, Calder has become tie-dye, and, like, the colors are, like, changing and shifting.
Oh God.
What does it taste like? I need to describe it.
What does it taste like?
Well,
You're
it's very.
tie-dye.
Would you say it's a little hoppy?
It does. It has a certain
Get
amount of
out.
hops to it.
Oh my god! That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard in my
You're
life.
welcome.
It's great. It's a solid, nice... It has a nice flavor to it. As a person who does not drink much alcohol, I do not know like how to describe a good alcoholic beverage in flavor, so I'll leave that to your imagination, but it tastes fine.
Nice, nice.
Has a little bit of a buzz, but maybe the fairy frog just had a fly, so, you know.
Yeah. I keep drinking it anyway. It's
Nice.
good.
Yeah. Would any of you like... Would any of the others like a toadback?
Do you have anything that doesn't do that? Like regular ale?
Yep. Puts it in front of you.
Good
Yeah.
for me.
I think I'll go on that route.
This is you. And for you, points to you, Adenia.
I think I'm all right now. Just a water.
All right. Swamp or regular?
Regular, please.
Looks over to Cass, pours it in.
Is the other a common
Cheers.
option?
Yes, the swamp water is one of our drinks here. It's kind of a mixture of several different alcohols. I kind of just close my eyes and pull tabs until the glass is full.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Calder,
the
Calder's gears, I can see it.
it's like a Long Island iced tea.
Literally.
it's the end of the night cocktail.
Yeah.
Or
Don't-
the
Well, let's
beginning
wait
of the
till the
night
end of the night.
cocktail.
Well, I will have one of
Figure it out.
those after I've finished this. And you just let
Alrighty.
me know what my bar tab is, Will.
Just let me know when I need to put the blindfold on.
That sounds just the right amount of risk.
Hit
That
me.
sounds like.
Hit me.
All right. now
No,
they-
Calder, already?
They put a blindfold on. They start like mixing the drink. They're like pulling casks down, and yeah, come back, pop it down right in front of you.
What does it taste like? Give me a flavor profile.
I mean,
Has to be
so
found.
like, did you ever mix like every single soft drink at like a soda
Yes.
fountain before as
Tastes
a
like
kid?
mud.
He's done
like
that
that
with
like
with dirt.
alcohol.
Coca-Cola, but also like high C.
He's done that with alcohol.
So it's like
Tastes like
rum and
Baja
tequila,
Blast.
and it's like all the wrong things you shouldn't put together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is how they make Long Island iced teas.
But
and
it's
those-
very strong.
They do
I will-
taste good, to be
I
fair.
will not
Calder's
slam
drunk.
it. Yeah, with my +1 to Constitution, I'm about to get wasted.
Yeah.
Oh, Calder.
You
we
really
just
are.
got here.
Yeah.
It's the house specialty. I'm not gonna. I mean, who knows when we're gonna be back here? I don't want to die thinking, "Gosh, I wonder what swamp water from."
Instead, just rather die from the
frog
swamp
and grog.
water
Right.
Yes.
And I'm going to get some fresh beetles ready for y'all right now. And he hops away.
So
Did he say
what?
Beatles?
Yeah.
Adenia, did he say Beatles? Addie, did he say
said
Beatles?
Beatles.
And he comes back with these bell peppers that have been cut in half. And they basically have put like potatoes and cheese. It's basically a stuffed bell pepper, but he calls it a beetle.
Oh.
See, Adenia, you are getting so judgmental and all up in your thoughts about these beetles, and they are perfectly vegetarian.
I'm not even vegetarian. I would have said no to eating an actual beetle.
If you'd like, I can get you some other grub.
No, this is good.
This will do it for me. It's a
Right.
big
Yeah,
beetle.
this is fun.
Any other grubs I can get you?
Did you say grubs?
Yes, grub. Food.
Yes. Right.
What'd you think on it?
She thought you
We
meant
just don't-
bugs.
No, we just
you meant
don't
bugs.
Well, if
call
you'd
it
like, I
that.
can get you a
Bugs,
grub. I can
worms.
get you a
Twilight
grub.
Ebb, where I'm from.
I got a really nice stump out back. I call it the Grub Hub.
Stop it.
That was good. That was actually good. If I
You
could
got
give you
me.
a villain point, I would give you a villain point for
You
that
can,
one.
actually.
Wait, am I allowed to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can I buy my DM
you
a
can. You
villain
can totally
point?
do it.
You sure can.
Or
Why
if you want, you
encourage
can wait
him?
till Wednesday and give it to me on Wednesday.
Don't.
I have another game
do
on
it,
Wednesdays,
Ah,
so like,
fair enough. But yeah, so
here you go. That was really good.
they bring you some food, and
You have 20
there are no
minutes to
actual
use
grubs.
it.
I'm
yeah,
gonna get myself
the rest of the
into-
night's interesting. So there's some like nice shows going on. So the Bluegrass Water Genasi plays for a while. After that, it appears to be a druid doing a bit of a comedy act. Basically using their wild shape to turn into like different animals, but acting like the last animal they turned into. So like you'll
Aw.
see a bear prowling around like a cat on stage, and then you'll see a what's another animal, like a raven trouncing around like a bear.
Cute.
Yeah, it's just,
Wings like her.
yeah, it's just a cute little thing. And then yeah, the final act comes up, and it's just a bunch of bullywugs singing.
A little bullywug quartet.
No, a little quieter. There's like 8 of them.
Xenia will have continued to read from the tome, and I believe that gives her enough hours
It does.
to pick a thing from it. So if you can send me the list of that between this week and next, I'll pick a benefit.
All right, I will do that once we get offline because I don't actually have that up right now.
Yeah.
My apologies. Time of opening. Yeah, I don't have that one up on Roll20 right now. It's in another set.
That's
but
okay.
We'll get that to you later.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, the night is basically just a relaxing night.
Yeah. I think I'm good to turn in. Do I have any adverse side effects to...
There's a light hangover.
Gotcha.
What happened to the goblins?
Once you guys got near Bleak Marsh, they just went off. They left you. They just pulled off.
Back to
There.
Snake Arm.
Yep, back to Snake.
Back to Snake Arm. Very strange little tidbit of information.
Yeah, you guys get a good night's rest, and in the morning you are awoken to the screams of a bullywug.
Our
You're not gonna
Oh,
do this
no!
again, are you?
Sarah and Toan are missing. Oh, what happened to them? And that is where we will end tonight's session.
They kidnapped the frogs.
They kidnapped the frogs.
Somebody kidnapped the frog mounts. And yeah,
Aw,
that's where we'll
man.
end tonight. So everyone, thank you so much for coming out to tonight's episode. If you want to see what happened to Sarah and Toan, the 2 giant toads I've been pulling our party along, come and check out next week. Otherwise, don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like The Ramen Shop, The League of Amazing Adventurers on Wednesdays, Law and Disorder on Tuesdays, TCG Night on Mondays. And other than that, I'm not seeing anyone that I know online tonight, so we're just going to call it there. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys.
We may have lost Sarah and Toan, but you'll find your serotonin if you tune in next week.
There you go.
Stop.
Is
I'm
that why you
leaving.
named them like that?
Maybe.